Hello, everyone. I'm back from my hiatus. I just had a little vacation. When you're doing this work, you do need to take a lot of rest and relax and have a little bit of free time. Otherwise, it just doesn't come out very well. Now, also had a chance to visit with Lena Rodriguez. We live in different cities, but we had the good fortune to see each other. She's just as amazing as you would expect. She's just as awesome as anybody would believe, right? She's just powerful, smart, interesting woman who's just done so many great things with her life. So this is just a shout out for you. Um, I also want to let viewers know that I really appreciate your messages. I really appreciate your suggestions on what to read. I'll show you, I've written them all down here in this book. I'm not sure how much you can see of it. There are great suggestions in there, and I really do want to read on pretty much everything you guys suggested. I may not have time. There are a lot of viewers and a lot of suggestions to get through, but I am going to try. One more thing is, as I'm doing this, I want you to know that sometimes I'm wrong. Right, I see an image and I interpret that image, right? And I'm still learning. This is like a new vocabulary, a new alphabet for me. I am still learning what those things mean. And just as learning a new language, you sometimes make mistakes. I really appreciate that some people in the audience have actually, when I said the image, they had an idea of what that meant and commented about it. I'll give one suggestion, and that was milk boxes. I kept seeing milk boxes, milk boxes. What's going on with that? I did not get it, but several of the viewers pointed out that it's missing kids, right? So as we're doing this, I want you to know everybody's psychic, right? And I show you these images because I want you to take part in your own psychic work. With practice, you can learn to do what I do. Also, I'm not perfect. I try to interpret these, but I very well could be wrong. All right. So today we're gonna work on a very specific topic, and that is Mueller's sealed indictments. Right? Let's see what is in those indictments. Hmm. Okay, so I am seeing definitely a bunch of different envelopes. He's opening up. Mueller is opening up himself. And let me tell you, in my image, Mueller just looks just as serious as he always does. All right. We're opening these up. What's inside? Okay, I am getting that there is an indictment for Ivanka. Yeah, okay, Ivanka looks very, very distressed about this, um, as does her father. And I'm just getting that this is the key. This is the key indictment of all indictments. This is the one that will really break everything up because Ivanka is viewed as this, person who's, so ideal and everything. And the base will get quite angry when she's indicted, but the indictment is legitimate. It's also going to send Trump over the edge. Right? He's just gonna really, really have just a mad fit when this happens. Uh, let's see, what else is in the indictments? Trump Jr. Could have guessed that, but yeah, Trump Jr. Um, yeah, and interestingly enough, Trump Jr. is actually going with a. He's going with it. He's not even saying you're wrong. He's just kind of bowed his head now, and he's like, "Yep, I did it." Hmm. The question is, will he work with Mueller? That is Trump Jr. Hmm. I see that as a very, very distinct possibility. That Trump Jr., is really think about telling the truth about his father. As he's looking at a longer term in jail than Trump Sr. is. And again, this is just infuriating Trump that his own son would say the truth. And Junior is also saying, I've always been this kid that he kicks around. I've always tried for my father's approval, and what I ever get out of it? you know. All right. What else? Who else is in the indictments? Yeah, I'm seeing. I forget the name of Trump's other son is actually also in the indictments. I think it's more about money than collusion, but I'm seeing money. I'm seeing some illegal dealings with money. And I'm just going to go back to Mueller with his envelopes. Now, I'll tell you, there's a lot of envelopes. I'm seeing a lot of sealed indictments, and he's opening them one by one. Who's next, Mr. Mueller? Hmm. Again, he's pointing out that Ivanka is the key. She is the person that will blow this out of the water. And Mueller knows it. Who else? Hmm, hmm, hmm. Looks like maybe Cohen. Yeah, I'm getting that Cohen is also to be indicted by way of Mueller's investigation. Roger Stone. Roger Stone's also is a very serious indictment. He's looking at prison. That's what I am seeing. He is behind bars. No question, like no question, he's behind bars. Okay, I'm seeing the Mercers. Okay, Rebecca Mercer, I'm seeing as being indicted. Who else? It's almost he keeps showing me these, and it's like, look, it's almost too many indictments to talk about. There's so many indictments. Anyone else? That's really important. Let's see. I think it's Rebecca Mercer's father that I keep seeing. I think there's an indictment for him. And yeah, Hope Hicks may well be indicted. Anyone else? Okay. Anyone else? That's really important. And how soon can we expect these indictments? Not so clear. The release of the indictments actually depends on political environment. He has to release these very judiciously in order to maintain the investigation. Mm. Now, it's interesting. I keep seeing the people who have already been indicted, like Flynn and Gates. And I don't know why. I mean, I know that they're sealed indictments, but they keep coming up, and I'm kind of wondering why. We already indicted them, so why do they keep coming up? I guess I'm getting the feeling that Flynn has a good deal to say and Gates have a good deal to say. And once their testimony is made public, it's just going to really rock the nation. Yeah, Gates is looking very serious, but Flynn is actually looking extremely, extremely worried. He has a lot to say. I mean, I see a little bit of shame for both of them. They are both have finally achieved the moment of realization that what they did was wrong. Yeah, I think that some of the things that Flynn says actually do implicate his family. He flipped because there were serious charges. I mean, he's I keep seeing Flynn's son and wife with their baby, and I think that there's just some very serious things. Are there any other indictments, Mr. Mueller, that we need to know about right now? Okay, he's showing me 5 or 6 indictments are on their way. Um, but again, he has to be very judicious. He has not decided yet when to release them because that is such a political firestorm. If he does, he has to time it. But he's saying, "Look, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So don't worry. I've got this covered." And I'm going to ask, are you going to get fired? You think you're going to get fired? Now, as far as Mueller thinks that he will not get fired. All right, now that's just his point of view. Let's ask Spirit. I'm getting from Spirit that he will not be fired. He's also saying, look, if these indictments, if I were to be fired, I'd just hand these indictments over to the next guy, which is why I haven't been fired. It won't make so much difference. The indictments will continue, right? And these people will face justice. Is there one more person you want to tell me about? So there's one other important indictment, but we don't know who that guy is. Like, nobody knows who it is yet. Like, I can't tell who it is. He's like, look, you don't know what's inside because that's just he's not a famous person. There's there's a stack of indictments behind him, but those are just waiting, right? I'm just gonna ask Mueller if he has any messages for us. He's like, just keep going strong, keep supporting me, keep paying attention to what's going on. There will come a time where we have to hit the streets and we do protest. There will come that time. But we have to just be strong. Let Mueller be an example for us in how to behave. Strong, quiet, very focused. Do your job rationally and legally, and don't worry about the haters who are trying to undermine my work. Right? You follow this example for yourself. This is what patriotism looks like. And that's how he'd like to end. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the moon ride experience. Look forward to talking soon. Bye bye.